Hi there, wig lover. This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm bringing you a multi-angled review. Part of this will be indoors, part of it will be outdoors. This is of the Griffin by Tony of Beverly. I just want to be right up front, get straight to the point. I think Griffin is perfect. I think this wig is perfect in terms of hand-tied, lace front, long curly wigs. I think you'd be very hard pressed to find something better than Griffin. And I don't say that lightly. I mean, I like this one better than I like Adriana by John Renault. I like this one best of all the long curly styles I think I've ever tried in a synthetic wig. It's just perfect. The color, as I mentioned, is Rooted Hot Cocoa. And I will discuss this in a little bit more detail in the outdoor portion of the shoot because I think it shows up even better in the natural light. The other thing I want to point out about Griffin is that she's only 4.62 ounces, which is really light for a wig that has this much body and bounce to it and is this incredibly long. And I think part of the reason for her lightweight is because she's got a 100% hand-tied cap, which is excellent. It's a wonderful hand-tied cap. But also because despite the body, the volume, and the texture, there's actually kind of natural volume going on here on Griffin. I mean, she's just as voluminous as you would expect any hair with this kind of texture to have, but on top, very natural density. Now this is definitely not one I would recommend to people who, you know, have very petite features and don't like a lot of hair, because straight up this will feel like a lot of hair if you're very, very slight. But on somebody like me, with a bigger frame, this wig looks dynamite. I'm so in love with Griffin. I have decided to keep Griffin. I will continue to buy Griffin. I'm very excited about this particular wig. Let's talk some specs. The front on Griffin is anywhere from 8 to 9 inches. It totally depends on where you measure, but it's definitely long, definitely meant to be swept off to the side. Though you could always have a stylist cut a bang into it if you like. The crown down is 13 inches. There you go. The sides are 12 to 13, so she's very layered. But unlike the Savvy wig, which is another curly hand-tied wig from the Tony of Beverly line, Savvy is more like a shag. She's definitely got layers. She goes poof and then poof, you know, like a shag would. But this one, the layers are much, much more subtle. They're slight and feminine and just cascading princess curls. Beautiful hair texture on the Griffin here. Looks way prettier, way prettier in person than the manufacturer photos. If you couldn't tell, looks great in person. The hair texture on these Tony of Beverly wigs is very baby fine denier, really luxe, just very pretty. And another thing I want to mention about the Tony of Beverly hand-tied caps is the coverage on the sides is impeccable. This is all the wig, except this little bit down here, and on this side, this little teeny bit right here. All this is the wig. Right? That's awesome. I can't stop staring at myself in the mirror behind this camera, and that's always a good sign. She has a beautiful cap, hand-tied lace front, hand-tied monofilament top, wonderful monofilament features on these Tony Beverly wigs. She is also hand-tied on the sides and in the back. She's really she's not very stretchy here in the back, unfortunately. I have this one let all the way out, but I do find that this one, even though it's snug on me, as long as I've got my wig grip on, it fits very securely. It's a very good fit for me. Because it's not loosey-goosey, it doesn't slip and slide around, and like I said, as long as I have my grip on, it doesn't pull back off my hairline, so it fits well. But it'll fit you better, and you might not even need the hair grip if you have a slightly smaller circumference measurement than I do. This one also has an extended felt nape with Velcro adjusters. The elastic on all of the Tony Beverly hand-tied wigs is covered with this mesh material, so you want to make sure you don't pull it too tight or else the Velcro tab will get stuck underneath the mesh bit there. And all of the Tony Beverly hand-tied wigs also have another added cap feature, and that's that they have these little patches of polyurethane on the ear tabs on both sides, as well as above the extended nape, right above where the little garment tag is in the back. Now, this isn't silicone. It's not going to stick to your bio hair. I mean, obviously I'm not wearing a wig cap with this, so it won't pull your hair if you have hair there. But this is an added bonus for people who have alopecia totalis, alopecia universalis. If you have hair loss on the back of your head or on the sides, you can put tape here to adhere it to your head, and because it's got such wonderful sideburn coverage, it will look really natural. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the texture up front. Now I have combed this one, and I've even applied a little bit of Simply Style into it just to sort of help it lay a little bit better. But gorgeous, luscious, beautiful texture, beautiful knotting. Really luscious. I mean, you can see it's not super thick, and it might even look sparse in the camera, but when I put it on, it won't look sparse. It's just got a very light, natural hair density. And in fact, let me just go ahead and put this back on. Now, the lace front on these Tony Beverly hand-tied wigs, or any of their wigs with a lace front, it's going to be a contoured lace front, which I find always looks a little bit more natural than ones that just go straight across. Oh, I love this wig. I love it. So let me show you this lace front up close. I mean, that's an impeccable lace front. That is a wonderful, beautiful, impressive lace front. Tiny, tiny, dinky little knots. Baby fine. You can see my wig grip right there. So very transparent on the top of this wig. So, you know, if you want to mimic a natural scalp, you may want to wear a traditional nylon wig cap under here to complete the effect. Or you can fill this in with, if you want to hide these dark knots on these rooted colors or anything that's a little dark like this, you can always take a little bit of translucent powder or even your concealer to make the most of that part, if that's really something that you're self-conscious about. There's that sideburn. Very good coverage. This is actually my bio hair, but it blends in really well, so I could not be happier. So all right, that's enough of this. Let's go to the outdoor portion of this video. I'm coming to you from England, of all places, with a luscious bay behind me. This is the Griffin by Tony of Beverly in the color Rooted Hot Cocoa, which... The Rooted Hot Cocoa color that I'm about to show you really close up is a really lovely medium golden brown that has little hints of light golden brown and some very subtle butterscotch blonde tones and caramel tones mixed in. And it has a really nice dark brown root, but it isn't like a super dark color. So this is what Griffin looks like on, and she's kind of amazing, right? This is awesome hair. I really, really like this one. Like, look how pretty these layers are. I'm kind of dying here. This is... I didn't plan on keeping any of these review wigs. I might keep this one though. It's pretty fantastic. So, you know what, before I fuss with it anymore and before the wing kicks back up, you know, because it's England, let me go ahead and do a little turn for you so you can see what Griffin looks like on all sides. So I give this one a double thumbs up. I think this is a stellar, gorgeous hand-tied wig, and even though she's a little snug on me, It's not uncomfortable, feels very secure, like the wind blowing is not going to do anything to it even without a wig grip on. It fits me really well. But, you know, if you've got a really big head, stay away. This isn't going to stretch much for you. Should fit everyone else like a glove. Griffin, gorgeous color, rooted hot cocoa. And then there's that lace front. Beautiful lace fronts on these Tony of Beverly wigs, by the way. So I'm Heather from CysterWigs.com. That's CysterWigs.com, bringing you wig reviews wherever I go, which is no small feat. It's very expensive to bring these all over the place, so trust, this takes a lot of work. But I do it because I love it and because I know you guys do too. So if you really like what we do, make sure you check out our wig store. It's www.CysterWigs.com, CysterWigs. And until next time, I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.